All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. And again, the rain has chased me inside. It is a very cool night. It is, oh wow, it's already down to 49 degrees. The low tonight is supposed to be 39. But it has been raining here pretty consistently since I got here. I am presently at the DEC Campground, Golden Beach. And I tell you what, I've done more videos inside this camper this year than any other time. So I think what I'm going to do is rename the camper the StarCraft Studios. So coming to you from the StarCraft Studios is a campground review of the DEC Campground, Golden Beach. Stick around, see how it scores. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below to continue to follow my adventures. But today is a campground review of the DEC Campground, Golden Beach, where everything is very wet right now. Rain, rain, rain. But anyways, I score my campgrounds in 5 different categories. They are inner roads and sites. How are the roads throughout the campground? How are the sites? Facilities, which are your bathrooms and showers. Amenities, what do they have to offer? Staffing, is the staffing courteous, knowledgeable, and doing their job throughout the campground? And finally, price point, the price you pay, is it worth going there? Each one of those is scored from a 0 to 10, with 10 being the best. At the end, I add up the 5 categories, divide by 5, and that gives me the final score of the campground. Now, the DEC Campground Golden Beach is located off of Route 28 in Raquette Lake, New York. It is actually right on Raquette Lake, and pretty neat. When I came in, they gave me this little tag right there, Beach of the Golden Variety, and it does have an impressive beach. We'll get into that. But anyways, all the campsites here at Golden Beach are primitive campsites. There are no hookups at any of the campsites. They only offer a picnic table and a fire pit. So let's get into it, inner roads and sites. The main road with it into the campground is paved, and all the loop roads are paved. They are mostly in very good condition. There's a few spots with broken pavement, but it's really not that bad. The roads are in pretty good shape. The main road, 2 rigs can meet each other pretty easily and get by. The loop roads are 1-lane roads, but there is a little caveat to that. The loop that I stayed in, I was on site 133. To get out of the loop, there's a hairpin turn at the end of the loop, and there's posts along the road, and then there is a embankment with brush on it. Now, in my loop, there were sites large enough to have big 5th wheels on, and some of them people, when they left, decided to go against the one-way to get out because they didn't feel they could make the turn at the end. When I been here before, I have gone through that hairpin turn and has successfully got through it with this camper. Now, overall, this camper is 30 feet long. My truck, 20 feet long. So it was tight, but I got through it. So if you have a camper larger than this, and you're in a loop that has that hairpin turn, again, I'm on site 133, you may want to see about going against the one-way to leave. That seems to be allowed. I didn't have any problems with it, and I don't think anyone else there camping did either. As far as sites, the sites can handle from big rigs, big 5th wheels, big motorhomes, to right down to tent sites. Now, pay attention when you reserve your site on Reserve America, because they will tell you how big of a rig you can put on your site. Now, my site said I can put a 30-footer on this site. Easily, I put my rig on this site. It's 26 feet long. There is sites down the road from me though that you can barely park a car and a tent on. So you want to pay attention when you reserve your site. There is a guy down the road. He has a 32-foot camper. The site said max 20 feet. He reserved it anyways. He's very tight in there. He's so tight in there he can't have a fire because the fire pit is literally right by the camper. So pay attention to that. My site was pretty level from wheel to wheel. It was off by 1.5 inches. From nose to tail, it was pretty level. With all the rain that's been going on, my site has drained pretty well, so hasn't been muddy. Now, with all the rain, there are some sites that are muddy. Not too many of them, though. But I thought the inner roads and sites were pretty decent, so I gave them a 7.5. Facilities. This is your bathrooms and showers. Now, each loop has a bathroom, but the bathrooms aren't necessarily centered to the loop. Where I presently am, 133, I have to walk down the road and then up a hill to the closest bathroom. That might be difficult for some people to go up the hill like that, so you may want to pay attention if you reserve a site on how close you are to a bathroom, because there's some sites it's quite the walk to the bathroom. Now, what's unique about Golden Beach is this is the main body of the campground. Now, if you follow Route 28 down, you'll see that there's sites along the road. Those sites only have pit privies, like an outhouse. They don't have flush toilets. So be aware of that, and most of those sites are also tent sites. They do offer a dump station here. Water spigots are located throughout the park. There seems to be quite a few of them. The showers, this is where the campground's going to falter. When I went there for the first shower, I saw the condition of the shower house and I said, I will not be able to explain this in a video. So I took my camera with me the second time to video. Very poor condition. I'll let you be the judge. Watch the video. Okay, so this is the shower facility at Golden Beach. Kind of dark and gloomy. You come down through those marks on the ceiling and down onto the walls sort of had me concerned. I think that might be mold. But these are the showers. They are old. These are the push button to turn the showers on. There is no shelf in the showers. They do have a bench here and one hook. Not exactly what I'd like to see. One of the things I've noticed is the floor. See that? The floor moves. So yes, the campground needs to improve the shower house. And I'm going to add something at the end of the video that might be coming up, but it's something I can't confirm. So the shower house is in very poor condition. So for facilities, I gave Golden Beach a 5.0. Amenities. Golden Beach is just what it is, a Golden Beach. It has a very large, very impressive beach down the side of Raquette Lake. Unfortunately, with all the rain, there was people out swimming because you're going to get wet anyways. But yeah, it's a very nice beach. And along the beach, they have a picnic area. There was at the end of the beach, there was a boat launch and a hand launch area. They do rent canoes. If you want to rent, please be advised on Raquette Lake is a very large lake, and the wind can overtake you, a kayaker or a canoe, pretty easily. So be aware of that if you decide to go out paddling. There is a picnic area, a fishing pier, recycling center, and there is nearby hiking. There's also nearby paddling on smaller bodies of water. They sell ice, they sell firewood, and of course have the canoe rentals. So they have a pretty good array of amenities. So I gave Golden Beach a 7.5. Staffing. Every staff member I encountered was courteous. They were doing their job. I saw them fixing the door in the bathroom. I saw them, working around. With all the rain, they can't mow. So, but the place is packed. Even with all the rain, there's a lot of people here and having a good time in the rain. But the staff seemed to be cleaning the bathrooms. As far as the showers, you can't polish a turd. That's not really the staff's fault. That's the state has to approve that in order for that bathroom, that shower facility to be rebuilt. So I can't hold that against the staff. But the grounds looked good. They looked like they were doing their job. So I gave staffing a 7.0. Price point. The price of the site is $20 a night. Once you add in the Reserve America fee, that brings it to $21.81 a night. Not a terrible price for this place. If you have kids with the great sunshine out, they would have lots of fun on that beach. I know they would. But there's areas that need improvement. There are some of the bathhouses I went into that had out-of-order toilets or urinals, and the shower really needs work. But so I gave them a 6.0 for price point. Incidentals. I have no service here at the site, but if I walk down the road, I get one bar. I can send a text, but it takes it a little bit to go across. Gas and groceries. In the hamlet of Raquette Lake, which isn't too far away, there's a nice little general store that offers, they have groceries in there, they have a deli in there, they have bread and hamburger rolls, hot dog rolls, they have fresh produce in there. I just got some cucumbers there. They have little knickknacks and t-shirts. It's a great little overall store, and I didn't find it overly priced. For gas, I ended up going 16 miles away for gas. There is a gas pump by the general store, but it's right on the water, so I'm not sure if that is for boats or not. And I didn't ask. Maybe you could fill your vehicle up there, maybe not. But I ended up going over 10 miles away for gas to fill my truck up. And for restaurants, if it's a rainy night like it has been for the last 2 nights, I've gone out to eat both nights. I went down to a place called the Tap Room in Raquette Lake. It is right next to the general store. You walk into the bar area. You can sit at the bar, or you can go off to the right here into the main dining room and sit in the dining room. I had 2 meals there, and both meals were great. And actually, I thought it was fair value for the meals. They weren't overly priced for the tourists that come into town. I thought it was a pretty good place. It's called the Tap Room. So anyways, the DEC Campground Golden Beach scored 33 out of a possible 50 points for an overall grade of 6.6. Now, I said I was going to touch on something that I cannot confirm at this time. I have been told by some of the regulars here that come here and are here all the time that starting in 2025, the state was going to start closing sections of Golden Beach Campground to redo. They're going to redo the bathrooms, they're going to redo the road, and apparently some of the sites. I cannot confirm that, though. I can't get online to confirm that, and I did talk to a staff member about it, and she said, no, I don't know anything about it. And she goes, they wouldn't tell us anyways. And I couldn't, the caretaker was not there at the moment, so I can't confirm that. So maybe starting in 2025, they're going to start doing improvements to the campground. They really should start with the shower house, but I'm assuming that they're going to get there eventually. But that is the final score for the DEC Campground Golden Beach. They earned a 6.6. All right, folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember, folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.